Okay, let's get at it.
Woo! Yay, hiking.
All right, good morning again.
Morning.
I started to do an intro a minute ago, or 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and we got overtaken by another group of hikers we've been with that are working on a 45-mile day.
100,000 steps
Yeah,
is what
okay.
they want.
Yes.
Which they think will be about 45 miles.
They want to hit their 100,000 step challenge.
In a day.
In a day.
And then they're going to take a 0 and a 0.
Yep. And then they 0 and 0. So they're going to be a little bit ahead of us after tonight. We'll stick with our 35,000 step challenge, which is about our average. What do we got today? We've got, I think, somewhere between 14 and a half and 16 and a half miles. There's a shelter at 14 and a half, which is our target. And then depending on how we're feeling or how early we get in, we might push a little further to a camping site a couple miles beyond that. Either way, we've got kind of one big climb, and even though I could have sworn we crossed Iron Mountain like 2 days ago, there's Iron Mountain Shelter on it, so What's that?
You're right there.
The tree jumped out in the middle of the trail.
Yeah, here's the meadow we're going to go over this morning.
Yeah, I turned on the video because I thought we were about to walk into that field out there covered in frost, but not yet. I think we're going to in a few minutes though. But sunny day. We're going to try this again since I think we're actually entering the field now. Oof.
Oh, it's not that one.
Nope. Actually, that's of all the ladders they've made us climb, I'm okay with that one.
Especially because there's a rock when we come down.
Uh-huh.
What sound effect? Oh, look at the trail across the field. That's cool.
That is kind of cool. And that's double time in the distance.
Double take.
Yeah, double take. Oh yeah, double time we haven't seen for months. Not all the frost has melted yet. All right, we're still making our way through this field. And we got some cow friends over here that we said hi to a minute ago. Came across that field. And it's just kind of cool, the clouds sitting down in the valley. we're passing by this next to us, and I was trying to decide what lake we were next to, but that's just a cloud bank sitting down in the valley. So that white between here and there is just clouds between the hills. All right, we are still making our way along the ridgeline. I have a feeling we're just going to be following this ridgeline all day long. We're over halfway through the day. We had lunch. We've had our ups and downs. And looking forward to some more ups and downs. And the day has warmed up for us. So, all good. Okay, we're at one of the few named viewpoints, or at least labeled viewpoints on the map, so I figured I'd stop a little treed in. But that lake apparently is what we're going to be walking around tomorrow. So,
Watauga Lake.
Watauga Lake. And we'll be there tomorrow. Okay, we're passing through the Vandeventer Shelter. This is our view, not a bad one. But we're going to keep moving along in a little while. Just stopped here for a quick break and hanging out. All right, it is end of day 156. 157. Oh my goodness, okay. And it is also not 26 degrees anymore. Yay.
It's probably low 30s.
Yeah.
Went up to almost 40 today.
But it's not raining. How about that?
No, it's nice. It's much nicer tonight.
Yeah, tonight is much nicer. We got a little fire going. Hopefully we can make it a little bit bigger fire in a little while, but
yeah.
It's getting there. But a good day.
16.2 miles.
0.2 miles.
We started at Double Spring Shelter where we tented last night and froze our butts off. There was frost on the ground this morning, and we walked through some frosty fields this morning as well as frosty woods with ice on the leaves. Yeah. We actually had to pull leaves off the tent that were frozen to it because it had rained yesterday and leaves fell on the tent and then they froze overnight. It's kind of funny. And the tent poles were frozen. That was kind of funny too.
The tent poles were frozen too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But other than being cold, we had said hi to the cows in the pastures this morning.
A couple babies. That was fun.
Yeah. Yep.
Baby cows
even.
That is. Yeah.
Then we climbed up on a ridge that we just followed for the whole day. So it was miles and miles just walking along a ridge line.
It's really pretty.
Not like super open views or anything, but just you could see the valleys on either side. And
you can see down into the town of Hampton where we'll be tomorrow night.
Yep.
And a beautiful lake, Watauga Lake.
Yep.
It just was very pretty. There's a marina down there and some other things. So I'm looking forward to walking around it tomorrow.
Yep. And we had some lunch with some other SOBO, so that was fun.
Yeah,
and
just happened to be at a shelter when they were there and got to chat with them and get to know them a little bit more, which was fun.
Yep.
I haven't seen them since. Wonder if they're still hiking or if they found another way around.
No, they're just they're the kind that will blow by us in an hour and
with their headlamps on,
hike for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
but
they probably could do that. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Highlights, lowlights?
Yeah, it was a really good day. The sun was out today. It warmed us up quite a bit. It was really cool walking through the field this morning because you could see where the sun had hit the field and it had melted the frost and where it hadn't.
Yep.
And one of these other hikers we mentioned actually took some pictures of us, silhouettes of us coming up the ice, which was really kind of neat. So we did the same for her and her friend.
Yep.
But I just thought that was really kind of cool.
Yeah, like
really
where the shadow of some of the poles were, it was still frosty. And
yeah, that was neat.
That was cool. Okay, so what I did remember though, we're done with Virginia.
We are done with Virginia.
Any reflections on Virginia?
Virginia was my favorite state on the trail so far.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, Virginia had both flatter, easier parts, like the Shenandoahs were pretty easy with beautiful views. It also had some big climbs, like the Priest comes to mind, and a couple others that were kind of kick our butt climbs.
Yep.
But really, probably because, again, so long.
Yeah, it's 25% of the trail.
550 miles of the 2,200. Yeah, but I really liked Virginia quite a bit.
Yeah, no, Virginia was, I tend to agree. New Hampshire is still my favorite overall, but Virginia
New Hampshire
was
broke me.
was a lot more accessible. And
yeah, but although it's funny, one of the things I like about Virginia, we've seen far fewer people on trail in Virginia.
Yep.
And we've had a
could
couple.
be because it's November, but
Could be because it's November and it's getting colder. But we've had a couple of sort of groups of SOBOs catch us and then pass us, and this last one I think is going to pass us pretty soon. That we've been hanging with. But it's just been kind of cool to hang out with people in hostels or in towns or see them. The SOBOs, but really otherwise there aren't a lot of people. Where again in the Shenandoahs or even Pennsylvania was much more crowded on the trail.
Yep, it was. Awesome.
How about you? Reflections on Virginia?
I was surprised that there's been so little cell signal in Southern Virginia.
Yeah, less than in the 100-mile.
Yeah,
It's been kind of wild.
But no, it was good. I agree with you that it's had kind of everything with the Shenandoahs and the Blue Ridge, which Shenandoahs are part of the Blue Ridge
still
Range.
in the Blue Ridge Mountains, let's be clear.
But those two sections, even they were kind of different because of the accessibility of the roads.
And the fields. We've been through so many beautiful field walks. And we did do like farmer fields, more like crop fields, like corn and soybeans in Pennsylvania. But the cow farms and all of that in Virginia, I just think have been really neat.
It's been fun. Yep.
Pastures, as they were. How's that? Instead of fields, pastures.
And I've never hung out with
and
alpacas
meadows.
before.
Alpacas were cool. And the ponies were cool.
And the ponies were cool.
Yeah, and the cows. Some of the interactive cows were cool.
Yeah. I saw more ponies here than I've seen on Assateague when we've been down there. So.
Are those ponies or horses? I don't know the answer.
Ponies.
Okay, YouTube, you can correct us and let us know which they are on Assateague.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. Sun going down is kind of lighting up these trees here.
Oh, wow.
Sun's dropping off that way.